this is Simone White.
Thank you.
Beep, 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 beep. Go the horns in the cars in the street. We walked away from the lovers' sleep.
I guess I started playing guitar years and years ago, and I never really did anything with it till I moved to New York in 2000, and then I started playing out like in clubs and performing, and so that's kind of like the beginning, but I started before then, like learning, doing it on my own in my bedroom and teaching myself. I recorded in Nashville with Marky Nevers, and he had done the Candy Staten album, and when we did that record, he said, well, why don't we send it to Honest John and see what they think. And they said yes, and it was the first label that I sent it to, and I just said, oh my God, okay, yes. And it's done really well in Europe and the UK as well. And I've been touring there a lot the past few years.
Beat, 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 goes my heart on the side of my sleeve, whispering something I can hardly believe.
When I haven't written a song in a while, I think, well, maybe I won't ever write another song. Oh well, that's okay. I can't worry about it because that'll just stress me out, and I can't chase it. And then it just went, boop, there it is. Wow, wow, thanks God, you know. The song is about my grandmother.
Mary Jane got married at 17. He was the loveliest man she'd ever seen.
My mom was a folk singer, and my grandma was like a vaudevillian kind of burlesque performer, and then my aunt was a pop songwriter. And when my mom turned 14, they had like a sister act for a while, and then my mom started doing folk singing. And there are photos in my record. Actually, the picture on the cover is my mother with a leopard.
And changed her name. She learned to sing the blues, sewed on sequins and high-heeled shoes.
We did an Honest John's review last summer. We did these 3 big shows where they got a whole bunch of people together, some people who were on the label, and so I became friends with Victoria Williams.
You and me and your brother spent the summer catching crawfish in the creek, mosquito bites, spitting watermelon seeds.
She was telling me about how when she was a kid, growing up in Louisiana, the guy with the truck that sprays malathion to kill mosquitoes would come to town, and there'd be this big cloud, and all the kids would go, let's go ride our bikes behind the fog man, and they'd go and they'd get on their bikes and they'd ride in this big cloud of malathion.
Victoria Ann, Victoria Ann, don't ride your bike behind the fog man. Victoria Ann, Victoria Ann, Victoria Ann, don't ride your bike behind the fog man. You'll regret it someday.
She was telling me all this, and I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? That's so sad, horrible. Didn't you feel weird? Didn't anyone say, don't do that? And she's like, oh, well, you know. No, well, then I think my mom said, you know, don't ride your bike behind the fog man anymore. And I was like, ah. I wrote it down, and I said, I'm gonna write a song.
Tore my clothes off and jumped right in. Running naked down the street, your mama screaming, chasing us as fast as she can. Calling, come home. Goddamn.
I just finished a new album, Yakimo. It's a Japanese word for stone-roasted mountain sweet potato. It's the name of one of the songs. It's coming out, and the whole thing is, you know, you do an album and tour, and then somewhere in between you try and write some new songs so you can do another one.